What is up, my dudes? Welcome back to Mecha Will Plays Monster Train today. You guessed it. It's some more Monster Train. Now, we're playing this on twitch.tv/MechaWill, where, of course, you can catch the show live. But it's been quite a long time since we have played. If you're not familiar with what my streaming schedule is like currently, because of all the PlayStation news and stuff going around, we've been doing a cool PlayStation week. Covenant rank 2. And so today we're basically, we have like these indie Fridays. I'm going to use all of today to start to record, you know, a couple of episodes here. That way we can keep this Monster Train series rolling. No pun intended, because I quite enjoy this game, and I feel like I haven't gotten to play it enough. I feel like it's been taken away from me, like a favorite toy. Candy taken from a baby. Anyway, whoop. We've got a multitude of drinks here, as always. Of course, keep yourself hydrated. If you're drinking coffee, follow it up with a sip. Nothing can stop the old H2Go train, okay? So today we're just gonna start off nice and simple, okay? We're not gonna rush ourselves too much, but we're gonna try to make these, you know, sub an hour. So let's do that. Let's get our show on the road here. We have this piercing effect. We have an enhanced unit and an armor synergy here. Only one of these makes it really tough to get this to kind of pop off, but what we could do is we could either end up removing it, which I really don't like, or if we can play by the game's rules, we can start getting up some armor synergies, which would be kind of cool. Our final boss is going to cleanse debuffs, buffs and debuffs. I don't think this is going to impact us that much, so I'm basically going to ignore it. It may come back to bite me in the end, but don't worry about that, guys. We are going to be doing what we were destined to do, what we were born to do. We've got Light's Gift here, Concussive Colds. All right, 50% chance to apply daze. Apply daze to enemies when they enter the room below the pyre. I like this sort of, like, when they enter. If they get dazed when they enter, say goodbye, you know? Like, enjoy your time on the chopping block, because you are not getting a second appeal on that one. We've got Reaper, Wrathful. Let's see what we should go with. So because we have that armor synergy, I feel like it. I feel like we don't ever play the Slay Trigger one, but let's do our armor synergy here. I have dark, recessed memories of an earlier playthrough where this did not work out that well, but wipe it from your brain. Okay, we're gonna get a win here. This is a Mecha Will guarantee. Today is win day. At the same time, with these trial things, there's a very simple rule that I have. Don't even pay attention to them on the first two battles. Just hit the button. Life is so much easier when you don't have to think. All right, so we're gonna start off with this fairly easily. When they start with rage, like they do, it makes placing units a little tough for now, because, you know, obviously they die, and we're having a real struggle with being able to place any of them because we don't have any spells to take the damage off the table. That kind of makes this a little rough. In fact, the only place that this would work... Oh, no, there's a couple of dazed enemies. Okay, perfect. So these guys can't attack for a turn. Actually, pay attention, dummy. So we're gonna get a lot of Slay Triggers out of this guy, which is awesome. We're gonna start setting him up with regen just in case he needs it. The Train Steward, I don't know, is battle 1, and they're the scum of humanity. They're the garbage at the bottom of your chute, you know? As far as our pirate taking damage, it comes with the territory, you know? This is our train, and we are the landlord here, okay? If you want to cause some issues for me and my boys, I've got something to say about you. This guy's dazed too. That's hilarious. Was that 12 damage on the pyre? Get out of bed for less. What do we got here? 15 damage. This guy's dying. Not quite concerned about it. But 40 damage seems pretty sweet. But a little excessive. Do something like this. Okay, that was a bad idea. Very bad idea. The game plays itself at one point. We're just trying to get our mojo back. We've been playing this game, you know, for a couple weeks now, and we are embarrassed by the number of kills that we have. Very embarrassed. So let's just take care of the problem here. Pretty okay. I don't know why we want to spare him. I mean, he's going to die in one hit to the boss. Okay. There's something like this. This. One of these bad boys. Yeah, that'll be easy enough. It's been a pretty wild week for me. Don't know about you, Mr. Cheesenip, or anybody else watching right now. If you are watching, welcome. Welcome on in. Things are fun. We're getting some real fun happening. I kind of like I love the imps. I'm going to be real with you. We haven't really run a very successful imp build, but they just do so much in terms of like being able to block a hit if you need, being very low capacity, and the summon effects are awesome. They've also added in a lot of cool synergies with the imps. So I'm gonna see if we can maybe make this imp sort of pop off here. Imp armor run, imp build run. I don't think we need another Razorsharp. I think this is a little expensive. I do like the idea of a healing spell though. A better healing spell than Restore. It should help us out in the long run. So right now we're really looking for tanks, I think. So this side's gonna be a lot better for us, I think. Let's check it out. Let's say hello to our awoken friend. And you have provided us with no tanks. That's quite annoying. The quick is really awesome, but I actually think sweep is one of the better effects here. That lets you take out basically all of the enemies in a row. If you can get a quick sweep unit, I mean, you're living the dream. A large stone. Oh, bad boy. It's very interesting. So what I would like to see with this guy, it's a little expensive, to be honest, but it'll do. Well, no. I wish we could reduce capacity. How much money do we have? 225? Okay. So we can get everything, and we can purge a card. Who dares wins, I say. What about this? An absolutely massive imp. I like big sweep. Big sweep is good to me. And I kind of want to save this slot here for something like a multi-strike. But then who else do we upgrade? I guess we really don't, huh? I guess we could reroll. Ooh, I think this would have been really nice. Actually, looking back on it now, reroll probably wasn't the greatest idea. But hey, you know, you live and you learn with these things. You just try and do what you can. We're going to get rid of our trade stewards because these guys are what we call hot garbage in the industry. We've wasted a little bit of gold, but I think we're just on schedule here. Enemies enter with armor, but we get a unit draft out of it. So again, I think basically the first two, it's kind of impossible to fail on like maybe the first two trials, especially if you're constructing your deck in a correct way. One could say, I love the days. Love the days. So we're going to start with something like this. And a sweep unit. This guy is great now because not only does he sweep on the bottom floor, but he acts as a tank. So he'll shield our prince, who will get some, well, apparently not because of the sweep, but, you know, should get some triggers for his armor if they can survive our big boy unit. Yeah, we can take care of this very easily. Yes. We'll take the extra gold. He's doing fine by himself. Who cares? This is an interesting idea. I mean, just complete sweep. Damage is dealt to armor for health. He gains rage when damaged. Starts to do a little bit more damage. But the problem is that our big boy is just taking care of everything. So let's do something like that. And just to spare him... Something didn't work there. Oh, we should have used piercing, you fool, because he has armor somehow. How does he have armor? Oh, he has armor from this game. Oh, wow. It's cost us a little bit of the HP, but what are you going to do, you know? We can just give him one of these bad boys. Suddenly, everything's okay. Now, there is a problem, because we cannot apply our imp anymore. I'm not, like, devastated, but we do something like this. We actually get some decent train stewards. Try this out. Okay. So keep your eye on the horizon, okay? Keep a steady fix. We gotta don't get cocky here, kid. I should have just looked at the bosses. He's dead. This guy looks mean. He looks like he's going to give you some trouble. He looks like he is not afraid to tell the waiter that his order was not entirely correct. Excuse me, sir. I ordered the burger without pickles. That's that man. I think definitely the welder helper, because like I said, there's a good amount of imp synergies in the game. We love the armor build. This piercing I'm actually really into, and I know ascend a unit is really important, especially with our space concerns, but I think the first upgrade we're going to get is going to alleviate those space concerns very quickly. Vine Grasp is actually really good too. I like the healing, but being able to pull the support units up front will help us out quite a bit. And then finally, we get our picks. So Demon Fiend here is just, I think it's just too expensive. We have the Husk Hermit, but I think we already have Sweep. Why don't we get one of these quick units out there? If we can get some upgrades into her, it'll help out a lot. Speaking of, not like we have a ton of gold though. Although I do love the idea of the Pyre health. So you know what? I like the idea of getting these units, but remember, we got an extra unit by doing the trial. So don't you worry about a thing, is what I'm talking about. And exactly, we're looking for something like this. With something like this, basically units are dead before they even have a chance to fly. You know what I'm saying? Fly, you fools. And this makes the Animus a lot easier to you know, basically just a lot tankier, which is great. I don't think we upgrade any of these other units. I think that's a fine use of our money there. Show me the money here. Show me what's in briefcase number 12. Ah, purple crystals. Train stops near Crystals Covenant. Memorial is refracted twice by the crystals surrounding it, one large, one small. With the large one, we get a huge unit. Or, oh, now that's something. We can make a unit really small. Wow, that's actually really good. This event did not used to be like this. They must have buffed this event. This is crazy. But honestly, since we don't have anybody with multi-strike, 30 damage is a lot of damage, but it's not crazy. You know, it's something we can get from regular upgrades without the penalty. This here, I think, is awesome. Like, look at this guy. He's a level 3. And we can stack it on top of the upgrades, which is just nuts. Now he's a level 1. We can fit the Animus, the Husk Hermit, and our champion all in one level. So goodbye, cruel world. You had it coming. I didn't realize we could get so pogged out of control. And again, this is one of the this is one of the things that I talk about with this game being so good at letting you feel. And this doesn't really paint me in a great light, but you know, lets you feel in control for the first part of the game. All right, we have our big battle. Damage shield on these explosives means our piercing's gonna really come in handy here. But right away, like, these guys stand no chance. I don't know why they're even trying. Because we do something like this, and they're basically all dead. He's so tiny. They're basically all dead, except for this guy. So Train Steward there is a horrible idea. We'll put him in the middle. We'll get this regen on him just to save 1 damage. I don't think any of these creatures are this long for this world. I know I get so confident. I get so cocky when I see the lines, but it's like, I'm telling you, it's like I'm looking into the Matrix code. And like if we put one of these guys in here, nothing can get through. We're doing 48 damage total every turn. So I feel bad, you know. I feel bad for everything that's coming up. We'll double down on the Train Steward. I don't think we need them. I mean, we don't even have room for our imps. We're gonna have to start making some capacity plays after this battle, but I'm totally cool with that. Like, what do we even do? You know, you do something like this. He doesn't like the encamp, but you know what, buddy? I don't think it really matters that much. I guess we just do something like that. This game has the tactics in my brain firing up, dude. You know, even at a young age, I was the kind of kid that would just play strategy tactical games over and over and over again. And this is not me saying that I'm any good at them, because I'm not, but I'm just saying there's like a primal, archaic part of my brain that's like, dude, we got to find the line here. We got to find the through line, and once we do it, we're going to get that rush of adrenaline that we're so in need of, that rush of euphoria. Man, we're really not getting any slay triggers, huh, on this. That kind of sucks. I think for the first time, we're getting it, but this battering ram is not working out so well. We might have to rethink our strategy of maybe putting our champion on the second floor, although not many units are making it up there, to be honest. But yeah, if we do something like this, it'll take away his slay trigger, because the damage shield is the only thing that's making that happen. But we are going to make it through to the boss more, I think. Is that right? No, he still has a slay trigger. Okay, and we're not doing any extra damage to the boss. Okay, all right. Well, maybe that archaic part of my brain is a little off. Okay. What do you want me to say? Like, I don't even know what to do, really. Like, okay, 2 damage. Here you go. I guess we could have played the restore, too, for an extra 1 HP, but, you know what? Sue me. What are you gonna do, you know? I guess we'll, This is a tricky one. It's not tricky at all. We do something like this. I think more damage is better than more armor right now to this guy, just to really get the juices cooking. He's dazed. Like, just put the damage on. I don't know. Like, I really don't foresee a huge problem right now. I think we need more units, to be honest. Like, these are like all of our units, and we're able to squeeze them into one row. So if we can start getting more powerful units on different levels here, it'll make these imps a lot better, and maybe help us situate our champion a lot better to make his buffs happen. Just a little bit easier, I think. I mean, nothing's getting through our brigade there. We could try doing something like, I don't know, something like that, I guess. Heal up. I can't put it... Oh, I guess it's dazed, so it can get through the damage shields. But I don't know. We're cruising, boys. We're cruising. Final wave. Our man is dead. Just don't even think about it. Don't even think. Did we sacrifice a train steward on the altar of chaos? Yes, we did. But it's more than worth it. You know it is. We remember we love armor just because it gets that, you know, high damage spell to work. Quick is also crazy. Like, can you imagine right now putting that quick on our champion? I kind of like that even better than the armor, even though the armor, you know, it'll give us like a one-time really good spell. But actually, I think the quick is the way to go, especially if we can remove the consume. That's going to make it nuts too. And then, yeah, we definitely want another unit. What unit do we want? Do we want another quick one? Run a complete quick build? Kind of nuts. We don't really have any more tanks. I'm kind of torn between these two right now, because we don't really have a lot of people to protect them. It means this guy would die pretty quickly. We'd put some train stewards in front of him probably. And he would be cleaning up the mess. This is really tempting. It's really tempting to just have an army of quick units. I mean, let's go for the rage buffs. I don't know. We're doing our best here. And then I think capacity, even a little bit more than energy right now, is the most important, because that way we can just squeeze in all sorts of things. A duplicate is hilarious as well. It makes our deck a lot better. But we do have the opportunity to get another unit and some spell upgrades, which we haven't gotten to yet. So while I love the duplicate, it's not like we... Oh, but imagine, though. Wait a second. Imagine another one of these. Or even another, like, one space sweep quick unit. Sorry, you convinced me. Because this guy's just nuts. He'll tank in front of anybody. I was gonna go on the left side because I was like, we could get an awoken unit and it might be a tank. But I forgot to realize that we already have a tank that destroys right now. And now we're on removal, so this is a pretty easy one. I think train stewards and torches are kind of our worst worst things right now. We'll look into dropping those even more. Multi-strike is an idea, right? We can either buff him a little bit more for his slay trigger, or start to give him multi-strike. Now remember, if he gets quick, you know, this 30 damage here can turn into, yeah, I mean, it could be 30 damage plus that armor buff that he gets. So I don't know. He's not getting hit much, so that revenge trigger's not doing anything. So yeah, why don't we pivot here? I do this a lot, I think. I don't really go down one path very often, and it might screw me. It might be screwing me up. But I don't know. Who's to say? You know, if I'm a tactical genius, I'm a tactical genius. If I'm not, then we got some real problems here. Non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. So this one's the scary one. This one is really the scary one. This guy has 80 HP. And the incant. He doesn't like that incant, huh? The real question is, are we doing enough quick damage? 18, like 30, potentially 30, 30, 18. If we can get everything set up, 78. Oof. Are we doing enough quick damage to take these guys out before the multi-strike becomes a problem? You know? And then this guy... Multi-strike 6. For an artifact? I tell you what, you know, we've been losing enough. let's not poke the bear, okay? Let's keep everything where it needs to be. This guy wants to be yoked up in some nice white knight armor. I'm gonna ask him where he got that after the show here, just to see. It's a very cool looking getup. We're gonna do something like this. Simple. I mean, who's gonna stop me from doing 2 of these guys on the bottom floor? That's not how it's supposed to work, you crazy. You put it on the middle floor, that way we've got a tank for both lines. And for now, I actually kind of like the idea, because the imp doesn't do much, except for the one-time event. I like the idea of just adding the rage now and sacrificing him again on the altar of chaos. These guys are dead, no problems there. We'll get one of these animuses to speed. Animi. Don't even worry about it. And then, yeah, then we can say, I mean, we just have room for another armor bro. So that can happen a little bit later. This spell now works incredibly on this guy. And once we get quick on him, he'll be doing even better. They're dazed, so there's 0 problems there. I mean, there's nothing else to do, dude. I guess we'll put this here. And, might as well make the game run just a tiny bit faster, I guess. Yeah, okay. Brain's working at 1,000,000 miles a second. Just, you can see the gears turning on the inside of the skull right now. So it's very simple. We do something like this. Another one of these razor edges means we're doing 33 times 2, which is just nuts. He does only have 10 HP, but who's getting through this barrier here? Oh, wait a second, you fool. I think the boss we're fighting has, I think he's got sweep as well. Okay, we didn't plan that well for that, but again, nobody can get through Helm's Deep here. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Nobody needs healing. Like, what am I here for? I guess we'll just... do something like that. I don't know. There's this weird... I hate saying this, right? There's this weird dichotomy the game has of just at the first half of the game being like, you can't lose. The snowballing is, there's too many opportunities for you to just get just juiced up beyond belief. But then there's like a turning point in the middle of the game, maybe because I'm a loser and I take way too many trials, where it just like suddenly it's like nothing's working. Somebody hard counters you. Okay, this has to be done. I know the incant, but you know what? You can suck it. We'll do something like this here, because that's the only thing that fits in that slot anyway. I don't really expect this guy to have much problem, much trouble. No damage, no damage. No damage? Okay. Let loose the hounds. And by hounds, I mean rather fit for a robot train stewards. Again, this is probably a bad idea because of the sweep. I don't know how much damage he does, but if he does 10, at least we can survive 1 hit there. So maybe let's put it on somebody like this that has more than enough HP to spare, and I guess we'll pass turn. He has 6 damage. Okay. I guess we could have done it. Battering ram for 220. Sounds good to me. I mean, he's already dead. He's already dead. But what's a little bit of pageantry? What is life but a show? That's all that this is. If you're enjoying the series, of course, we have all of our episodes of this up on YouTube. And there's quite a few by now, so if you want to check out the Monster Train series, you could go, if you wanted, to bit.ly/mechawill, where we have our YouTube channel. It's enough mid-roll ads for today. Let's, I mean, I could consider this battering ram just because of the amount of damage it does, but I just think too many high energy spells is going to be a problem. The rage is interesting. It's not doing too much for us, but it's okay. And then this, this lets us get, like, problem units out. I don't like them that much. I don't like any of it that much. What are you doing, like, sending me to, you know, this is my reward. This is really it. How about we try, I guess, this Consume Rage. I don't even know if it's worth the draw that we're going to have when we do it, but again, if we put it on the multi-strike unit, maybe it's okay. Thorns don't make me laugh. Ensnare is interesting, so they can't get away. And the regen. Oh, nobody needs healing. So I guess we'll pick Ensnare. The spells we're getting, they're not top tier. We won like a grand prize, like a trip for 2 to Hawaii or whatever. And it turns out that we're only allowed to stay at the airport. That's what's happening. That's what that boss fight was. Trinkets. 200 gold. We could buy 1 trinket. Or I think we could definitely upgrade some units. Sounds pretty good to me. We don't need the fire health, but, you know, who's going to stop me? We apply rooted when they enter below the pyro. This is just not happening. So don't make me laugh. Or at the start of a turn, add a sting spell to your hand. It's free? And they give you draw, so it's not like... It's not like you're ever going to lose a draw. Am I being a moron about this? Am I being really stupid right now? This isn't very good. Like, this is just free 5 damage. But I think there's no reason not to take it, because you're going to get a sting spell every turn, which means you're going to use one every turn, which means you will draw an extra card every turn, which means when you draw a sting spell, although your deck's going to get filled with them, and you're only going to draw 1 extra one. But no, but if you draw 2, though, you get 2 extra ones the next time. So it sort of pays for itself. I don't really like it, but I guess we'll try it. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't want to be a slave to tradition. We'll do whatever we can with that. Endless is really interesting here. Because one of the benefits of Endless is we can just, like, torch our own imps and just Endless the crap out of them. Our units aren't dying as much as... They're not dying that much. So maybe we put Endless on our Welder Helper. We can get him to tank a hit, or we can even just use one of our spells. Suddenly, Bob's your uncle. This guy needs some juice for sure. Something like that. That'll do, okay. And yeah, purge. We do need to purge some cards, but you can't make me, Mom. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna get that tattoo, Dad. Okay, so this one's the sticky one. Sycophants of Seraph. Enemy units enter with armor for 150 coins. I don't think this one's worth it either, honestly. Our deck's pretty solid. We could use with a few less train stewards, but the free look, we get some free sting damage. It's incredibly easy. When these guys die, they get more attack. So why don't we just kill them before they can attack? Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Oh, wait, you fool. You fool. We don't have any Ascension. Remember, this is the battle where they do the stealth. So you don't want all your best units on the bottom floor. So I am an idiot. And we do want to start building up the second floor as our main floor because, you know what? Don't even worry about it. We're just gonna yoke this floor up to the largest floor you've ever seen in your goddamn life. Okay, it's just that easy. This stuff is just for fun. I don't know. Yeah, I like hitting the buttons. This does 3, so you can take a sting to the face. We'll do something like, so this is our big floor then. So we need to do a tank in front, big boy in back. Why don't we give him some rage? Because that's what he likes. And down here, we can ice this guy a little bit later. We can start juicing up with, I mean, that's just beautiful. It's just a gorgeous display. We can start juicing him up with that kind of stuff. And then we do a little bit of this. We do a little bit of this. Nobody's gonna survive until the boss comes. So I think we've done everything we can for this. I know it seems hilarious, but I'm gonna do that. Any incants? No incants. Everybody's dying anyway, so don't mess with it. Do something like this here. I don't want, like, get this train steward out of here. Is basically my. He is a lamb on the altar of progress. Okay, it needs to be done. And it looks something like. Anybody taking damage here? Yeah. Oh no, but then that puts the armor on him. You fool. Okay, no problem. No problem. We can solve that very easily. I hate to do it. I feel like that was a waste, but they're all dying anyway, except for this guy. You know what? You've earned yourself another day in the kill zone, my friend. Any incant triggers? No incants. Okay, we're gonna do something like this, and that, I guess, for the just for the drop. Everything's working out according to plan, except for the large mistakes that I've made recently. So back of the line. We got 26 block. That's also going to make, whenever the game wants to let us draw it, this battering ram, like, it's already doing 200 damage. So that's pretty nuts. Nobody needs healing. Nobody needs healing. I don't know why I'm alive right now. Why don't we put another train steward here? Something like that. We'll get the endless guy just cooking. I mean, listen, everything's sizzling. Everything's sizzling together. I feel like I'm at a Benihana's and I'm crafting a meal for you right in front of your eyes, okay? He's taking 400 damage and he's got 8 turns of stealth. So that should show you how powerful our build is right now. Please, sir, just one spell. One battering ram, please. Here, why don't we do something like this? No, that doesn't move the needle at all. Bosses are immune. Okay, thank you for saying that. What if we got one more 8? How much damage did you do? 12. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna do. I don't think it's gonna move the needle at all. What I do think might move the needle is if we do something like that. Oh ho! And suddenly, the man has become a math genius. Did you study at MIT? Are you an alum of Harvard University, my friend? No. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? What makes you think that? You know. I get it all the time. I hear it every day. It's that simple, you know. I'm being very facetious right now. Okay, I've made some incredibly dumb plays. I feel like the new viewers, I might come off like an asshole. Inferno is really interesting, and I'll tell you why. Because one, I really want to try it, and two, we're just like, we're not filling our floors. Our units are so tiny because of that event that we're basically only using 2 floors. So why don't we leave, you know, a floor open, and if anybody manages to get summoned up there, or even if the boss is up there, we can use it. It's not very good because it relies on a lot of chance. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. We're doing it anyway. Try and stop me. I do what I want, Mom. We've already established this, okay? If I want to walk out that door and go to the local mall and hang out with my friends, you can't stop me, okay? I don't know what kids do these days. They don't hang out at the mall. Draw +3. I mean, this is just free, so there's no reason not to. Descend. This has a unique sort of synergy with the Inferno, because if we can start removing people from the floor, pushing them all down to the bottom floor, then we have a free middle floor for that. I said a lot of 4s in there. Regen, but again, it was adding a lot of expense into the deck. I like it. Just to see if we can make Inferno work. We might have to pick energy instead of capacity next time. But you know what? These are the big brain plays that Monster Train doesn't want you to make. And that's exactly how we win. We beat them at their own game, okay? We could upgrade more units, although I think our units are pretty fully upgraded. Do like the Relic. Or we can start upgrading these spells, maybe make them cheaper. I like that idea. I also like getting rid of those Train Stewards. Remove Consume. I mean, that's pretty wild, right? That's exactly what you want for that one. And then you just do something like that. We've won. Have we won the internet? 15 piercing is not bad. I think we could. There's something we could find in here, like a spell upgrade that we could do for this that could make this nuts. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Like double stack wouldn't double it, but holdover maybe. You just keep icing the planes of existence. Store 20 health. We just don't even use it. Kind of just want to make stuff cheaper, to be honest. I mean, 15 piercing damage is pretty. It's pretty good. I guess we'll do that. I mean, it's what? It's 20 gold. What are you gonna do? You gonna come over to my streaming room that's currently being disassembled right now? I don't think so. Wish we had like more space for HP. We're basically just too good for this game. All right. So again, right. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We just don't have that many units, you know? We could even get more units, and this would be okay. But you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna remove these train stewards, or let's say 1 train steward, because I'm kind of scared of like running out of bodies. But we're gonna say 1 train steward. That helps us. So again, like the top floor is, I think it's just gonna be empty for Inferno, which is gonna be really nice. We just need to make sure that we keep scaling up our damage and that we don't get screwed by somebody's like special ability. So what's speaking of, what is this giant angel do? Multi-strike? Okay, I don't care at all. Penance. Okay, this is fine. And they're all dazed too. The great thing is like this quick synergy with the dazed means we're basically unstoppable, you know? And he's gonna get quick very soon too, so don't forget about that. So we're gonna buff him. We'll start getting this Sting up. And now, Song by Sting. Like, might as well put some Rage on and use this guy as a shield. Oh, I guess we should have used that. But yeah. Our Pyre has been at full health for too long. It doesn't understand the struggle that other Pyres have to go through. So we're going to make it. We're going to make it understand the struggle. And then finally, an Animus of Speed. This is our classic setup. These guys are dead before they knew what hit them. So then we just literally, like, Inferno's gonna wipe any of these units out. So we might as well just start hitting the boss if we can. You know? And like, I don't know. Here, have 1 regen in case you get hit. JK. This guy, we're gonna need some energy after this fight. That's for sure. Any Inferno? No. What do you guys think about doing something like this? Bring this guy out. Bring this guy out. Suddenly we're taking 5 pyre damage. All right, I understand. He's dead, which is what we wanted. Like, do some Sting. And now a cut off his new album. Here's Sting. All right, why don't we do that? That welder helper we'll want to get out. You know, but the sustained damage from the train steward, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm doing that classic human thing of like making a decision and then explaining it to my brain later on. So now we do have Inferno, but herein lies the huge problem. We want a lot of this other stuff out there, and we just don't have the energy for it. So honestly, I hate to say it, but I think we pass on it. I know that's what but we want this. Because these guys can't keep getting away with it, you know what I'm saying? And then he's almost dead. We're taking some damage. This guy needs to stay. Now he's dead. And he will die later. Have no fear. 0 damage, 0 damage. How about we do one of these bad boys, huh? How do you feel about that? One more? You don't say. We'll put this on the multi-strike unit. I mean, you can't go wrong. You walk into an In-N-Out, you go up to their menu, you can't go wrong. You just order it all. There's 0 reason not to. The stings are getting out of control a little bit. Our draw is getting just a little bit nuts. So, is there any vine grasp here so we don't waste our stings? See that's a no. 160 is not that much. No, brother. I honestly think what we do is we start paying attention. Well, we got HP is a resource, okay? Listen to the Hearthstone players. And I don't know, like, the guy down there, he's dying, okay? I can't help with that. Nobody's even taking damage here, which is just nuts, so we might as well buff. And then it's just a decision of, do we want to play a Descend at all? Just to buff the floor, which I don't really think we do. I think we just play that and move on with our lives. You know, we can talk about all sorts of stuff. I mean, we basically have this game on lock so badly, we can just say, hey, you know, how was your week? How are things going? What's the one thing you're looking forward to when quarantine opens up again, you know? Cold Stone Creamery? That's a great choice. I would love to go get some ice cream right now, especially because today's good, but it's been swelteringly hot. Again, I think our dream right now is just if we can ice this guy before he even, you know, starts making a problem here. This guy's already quick. In fact, all 3 of these guys are already quick. Is there anybody else we would like to be quick? I mean, yes. How about him? I don't really care. I don't care. You can't force me to care. You will die anyway, but yeah, like there's 0 issues here. I'm spoiled right now because I'm like, I don't know the best, like the most, because everything's dying in 1 hit. So, I mean, we want this welder helper out here. We've been begging for it. So let's get him out there. And I really think just the more damage this guy does, I mean, nobody's getting through these 2 behemoths, so this guy will just become a monster that the world has never seen before. And then I think it's a waste to do the stings down there. We might as well do something like that. Can't move, boss. No problem. Use the cards as a meditation. All right, Sting, knock him. And those he plays will never suspect. They're dead. Could have told you the end of that story very quickly before you even opened the book. We're starting to get more and more of these that we should start purging. I think that is going to become an issue here. The fact that we're taking these is going to lower our score a bit too. Just for the fun of it. I know. What are you doing, you fool? You clearly don't understand how this game works. All right. If that's what you want to say, I'm not going to stop you. All I'm going to say is my tactical mind is unmatched, okay? Look, the boss is dead. So, don't add it. Might take a while, folks. Okay, all right. Took it sweet little time. Do a couple of those pog boys. Why not? You know, that's all part of the fun. All part of the system. All part of the game here. Channel song's interesting. If we get this to work, it'll hit some really good options there. It can't hit our champion, I don't think. but it can definitely hit some of our other units. So, why not? I don't think we need to remove consume on that, though, to be honest with you. Now we're not needing capacity. We're running out of energy. I told those fools to stop running on diesel a long time ago. It's time to get wind-powered units. Let's see. This is an interesting opportunity. We could get some more units out of this and the caverns there. I think our deck construction is pretty solid. I'm gonna go to the left, get some stock up on some capital C cash. And what to duplicate? We're gonna have another another tank. I don't think we need another Inferno. Don't make me laugh. I don't think we even need another one of these. Like, we just don't even have enough units to apply the quick to. That's how good we've got it right now. So honestly, I think, yeah, why don't we just start stacking? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I started blasting. Ah, okay. A portal to a new world. Chaos Portal. Purge a card, gain a card. I will play your little game, my friend. I will purge our last train steward. We no longer need him. Through the mess, you can see a Hellhorned rare card or an Awoken rare card. We don't need Awoken rare cards. That's like healing. That's for babies. You know, like, I don't understand who plays these games and you know, in heals at all. It's just basically saying, like, you know, I'm a lesser human being, and you know, I don't have the stamina to make it through the battle. And so, you know, it's obvious we do something like this. This is nuts, though. I mean, the cost of it is nuts. And we don't use armor that much, so, okay. Point taken. I'll take the free gold. Thank you, Chaos Portal, for nothing. Thanks, I hate it. We're very close to the end. We can do this. Don't lose hope. Don't slip up. Mr. Darkforge, I require your services. I mean, the multi-strike is doing so good for us. 25 times 2. This will give us some more armor gain. We just don't use it, though. I'm in for the multi-strike all the way, baby. Imagine it. Imagine a completely yoked individual. This guy drinks baby chickens for breakfast. Arc of Invasion. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. I actually don't think that's that bad. He said kindly, as his last words were notated by the channel scribe. All right, well, I know we always lose on trials. Like, that's the only time we lose is when we pick trials. But you have to believe. You got to dream, okay? You got to believe. Amazon started in a freaking, you know, back room, garage, warehouse. All of that's a lie. I don't know where Amazon started. But it was a tiny room, I guarantee it. Everything starts in a small room. And then the room gets slightly larger. So this is interesting. It's the first time we don't have a tank ready to sort of take some of this damage off the table. I don't think that we sway from our normal convictions. How much damage are these? And we'll just put it together in post. You know, it's holiday. It's movie magic. It's Hollywood movie magic. So I think we're kind of screwed here. Unfortunately, I think we have to. Whoops! Stop clicking on your OBS. Did we lose again of our own pride? It all depends on what we've got here today. He's not doing any damage. We might have lost. I hate it. We should have. God, why did you take the trial? You should have told me not to take the trial. The PS5 is looking real clean, my dude. I don't know. You didn't see. We were watching the live presentation yesterday. You didn't pop in at all, did you? We've got a VOD up, and we actually have it up on YouTube right now. I was at the live thingy. It's pretty dope. It all looks pretty dope. I am more than happy to talk about that. What do you guys think the play is here? I think I've got one that's kind of silly. You guys ready for it? 60 damage is not bad, actually. You guys ready for the silly play? It looks like this. All right, he's taking 29 damage. Piercing. And I mean, there's no reason not to, right? Now he's taking 37. I think we just lost. I'm mad. I'm so mad. Ah! We've learned a lesson here. We've learned many lessons. The semblance of sentience unlocked. Ah, we finally unlocked a new clan. The Umbra. Commune with the ancient Umbra Shroud, the original residents of Hell. Mine the Crucible for precious materials to help in the fight against the Seraph. I'll hit you with a mild hell yeah on that, mostly because I'm really embarrassed. You were streaming Minecraft when that was going on. How did that go? How's your streams going lately? Demon units get multi-strike 1. I'll hit you with the hell yeah. Awoken level up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wow, that sucks. Okay, so we really got to stop getting so greedy. It's causing us, like, look at this. We have 2 wins. We probably have 10 episodes, so we got to stop taking the trials. It's literally, I always take the trial, the very last one, because it gives so many freaking coins, and then it turns out that we just can't hack it. I think we just didn't have quite enough units to make that happen. We weren't able to really ball out of control, which kind of sucked. Well, as long as you're staying happy, Bloodbane, that's all I gotta say. Yeah, over here, basically, we did a really cool stream. It was my first time kind of setting up. I don't even know if I still have. Yeah, like, look, I still have the whole setup down here. It was my first time streaming a setup of watching an awards show, but I actually do that a lot on my own, so it's a really cool thing, and I'm glad that I've kind of got a way to do that now, live with everybody else, which is fun. And then we did like a pre-show commentary and a post-show commentary, both of which will be up on YouTube as well as in the VOD. But yeah. Bloodvein says, thanks for asking. Speaking of, Braden is taking over for me while I'm on vacay. Wow. Well, that's kind of cool. I'm jealous because at the end of the month, I have to take I'm moving some stuff around, and then I've got a trip that I have to take, so I might be gone for 2 weeks. Nobody's going to take over for me. It's a real problem. Anyway, if you watched on YouTube, you enjoyed that episode, or at least enjoyed my pain, please give it a thumbs up. It always helps out. And of course, you can subscribe to get more Monster Train episodes. Helps out a small YouTuber like myself. And if you're watching on Twitch, of course, we're on the road to 50 follows, okay? We're over halfway there. And we've been getting some consistent stream numbers, which has been really awesome for me. So if you feel like it, the follows also help me out. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode on YouTube. Goodbye.